I play Hansel in Hansel and Gretel, the boy. So it's a pants role, which is a thing that often happens for my voice type. Lyric mezzo-sopranos often play young boys especially. I was a resident artist with Pittsburgh Opera from 2014 to 16. And while I was a resident artist here, I did several roles. I was in Carmen in the Benedum Center, and then we do young artist shows. And so over my 2 years here, I did more and more things. And at the end of my time here, I sang Rosina in the Barber of Seville. After that, they brought me back to do Cherubino in the Marriage of Figaro last year by Mozart, and this season Hansel. So really, I believe I get the jobs from having a great time working here and it going well when I do work here. Plus, Pittsburgh Opera is fantastic with bringing back past resident artists and, you know, each time giving them more and more responsibilities and larger roles. So they're really loyal in that way to young artists, which is, I think, how I keep getting jobs here. So oftentimes we as singers are working on several roles at once. I just finished The Barber of Seville literally like 6 days ago, so I was in rehearsals for that while I was really working on this as well. So basically work starts months and months in advance, usually about 6 months or so in advance you get the score. Most singers I know go through and sort of look at their role, how large it is, how much time it's going to take to really get through learning something like that. So for me, the process starts about, 6 months in advance, and then you really start with, if it's in another language, you're translating it, which is a huge part of the preparation before you can start something. This piece we're doing in English, so that sort of cut the preparation time a little bit, as in I speak English, so I didn't have to translate the whole score this time. But it is originally in German, so I would have had to do that if we were doing it in German. And then you start coaching it, and then you get to the first day of rehearsals, which usually begins with a sing-through with the whole cast and the director and the music director and everyone all together in one room, meeting each other and singing it, and then we put it on its feet. Always getting to sing a role I've never sung before is always very fun. That's a big part, but really for me, it's coming back to Pittsburgh Opera, which I live here. It's awesome to be able to do a show where you live and not have to travel there and get to stay home and go home at night and see my dog and my boyfriend and everything. So really, it's, for me, Pittsburgh Opera feels like a second home. I mean, I've done so many things here, and the people here are absolutely wonderful, and they treat us wonderfully as artists and as people. And also our director, Crystal Manich, is one of my favorite people of all time. So love working with the director who I already know, and I know we work well together. So there's a lot I'm looking forward to. I think it's gonna be fun.